Hey guys, Zeus Talos here, just coming at you with another video trying to help improve everyone's ability to make maximum profit. Here you're going to see at the end that out of a scav run, 10-minute run, you can literally make bank. Most people don't, but I think everyone can be a little bit more efficient. The longer you play, the more efficient you become. I've played this game for quite some time, so even myself, I tend to find new things every day, and it helps. So hopefully you enjoy. Stay to the end to see just how much you can really make out of this video. Now, here you can see I'm looking for different hoses, filters, gas, anything that I can make money. Now up here on the left, these little storages can spawn batteries. Always check them, especially if you have a bigger bag. You could really make some money here. Now, generally, if I had a larger bag, I would go through pretty much every shelf. There's only 9 minutes, as I said in the beginning, so I'm trying to do a quick run and get out. Most of your scav runs should be quick. If you find anything of relatively decent value, or your overall becomes a relative decent value, you should start looking at getting out. Keep in mind your bag, gun, vest, all that already have some value. So like when I spawned in, technically outside of those two keys, I already started with like 30, 40k worth of loot on me, just off of what I spawned in with. And that's one of the worst guns you can spawn in with as far as value goes. And worst vest, and one of the bag's decent only because of the recent barter. So I thought it was worth a little bit more than 30k, but the bag's actually only worth 30k right now, or was when I left this raid. Um, this was ran last night from date posted, so that it will give you an idea of what the prices were at the time that I ran this. Because if you're watching this a month or two after video, obviously different things hold different value. Maybe, you know, something's in the hideout where those motors become super worth. Over here, once again, car battery spawn. So from here, I am going to try to wrap up Ollie so I can get out, or check one more place. There's 8 minutes left. I know that the chance of anyone else being on the map is decreasing literally by the minute, because a lot of people are just trying to get out, save whatever loot they have. Here we go, is a PSU. Normally, now that I know the value of a PSU, I thought they were still selling for like 90k. They're down to 30k at the end of the run. I believe it was. It may be a little bit more. I don't know. We'll see here at the end. Probably shouldn't have held on to it as long as I have, but that's neither here nor there. I have it, so we'll just keep it there. Just gonna run and check these PCs. Those PCs generally don't get checked. They do early wipe, and I'm talking about like the first week, but outside of that, they don't get checked a whole lot. All of these shelves have a chance to spawn Plex too. They may not have a crazy high value right now. I haven't checked recent, but lately they haven't. Later on they will, because you have to craft face shields and whatnot for your in-game helmets. So at this point you have two options. 7 minutes left, you can run out, or you can loot one more small place. Which for me, I was debating on looting the electric store, not the one at the top, but the one at the bottom, because I figured not many people are here. Only because there's 6 minutes left. Normally would never even go close. I heard someone crouch down, try to get stealthy, wait to see if he comes running down. If he did, I would have a good chance in killing him. At this point, I think he's looting tech light upstairs, so I'm going to just kind of snake away here and just forget about it. But not worth risking if you hear metal and you're anywhere near that area, because he's either going to be here on this metal steps or going up to tech light, most likely. So from here, the only other option, if you're not content with what you have, is to hit stashes. There's one up here to the left, as I'm going to start running to. The reason why I run to the left first is so if people are coming out of Ollie, especially considering I heard that guy, he's going to be running straight out of Ollie. So I'm going to run up to the left a bit to kind of hope that no one will be going this way. There's no extracts. Outside of stashes, there's really no reason for people to be this area. So from here I can run straight and start working on getting towards my extract. Always recommend checking stashes, especially if your value isn't significantly high. And the value is going to depend on the player, their skill level, and what is good for them. Don't get greedy. That is almost everyone's biggest flaw in this game is greed. You see, 6 minutes, well, there's a guy up there, but I can probably kill him or sneak up on him. It wouldn't have been worth. I could have went up there, died, and lost everything. And then I just wasted, 7, 8 minutes and match on top of the time in queue. So it's just, you gotta be careful. Now here, I assume this was a player because he came running up at me, stopped, and then ran over here. Obviously it wasn't. Once I get up to it, I'm like, oh, okay, well that wasn't even a player. Technically, the duffel bag holds more than this, but that bag is worth a lot more than the duffel bag. Realistically, I thought the bag was selling for like 80k. I decided to just keep what I had and kept moving on. Always check vests too. If you kill a scav, you can probably upgrade your vest to something better, like a belt, rig, like a belt rig, or just something a little bit bigger than what you start with. So here I'm just going to empty out a mag. I know I probably should keep some mags, but I figure 10 rounds should be good enough. Those bolts are obviously good. Here I probably could have thrown away the bandage because I'm probably going to get out either way, but I went ahead and did the safer route, which is hold on to the bandage just in case I get a heavy bleed. I did just shoot a scav. Scavs can spawn here to the left, so I'm being cautious and holding onto that bandage. Now from here on, you're just going to see me hitting the stashes. There is a total of 3 that I can hit going this way that I am. However, keep in mind, if you hit a stash, that time up there is huge. I always check behind me, especially where people are going to be coming out. 3 minutes left, there's no one going to be just now leaving. Or if they are, they're probably not going to extract. Unless it's a PNC with high endurance. So here, the best way, don't jump over rail, just run through it until you have high endurance. As my scav, I have very little endurance. Just going to keep running. From here, just got to look at the time. I have 2 minutes 40 seconds. I could hit the stash to my right. However, I know the likelihood of me being able to get out and hitting 4 stashes is unlikely. I think I said there was 3, but there's actually 4. I forgot the one when you first enter. So up here, there's going to be 2 more, and there's technically one back there with the one that I forgot about. There's going to be one here to the right, which I'm not going to touch because the time that I have left is 2 minutes, and I don't want to risk it. I want to get closer to my extract where I feel comfortable. The more you play, especially the more you are going to realize how long your endurance bar will last, you will be able to time things more efficiently. So there's always one here in this bush. Most people forget about. So even if the other stashes are hit, I'll normally just run to this one. And it's hardly ever looted. So there you can see a BP rounds. I'm going to take that over anything else. One, I need BP rounds, but I'm more or less looking at the value, and I know they sell for 900 plus. One more stash, and then it's extract. I know I have a minute 30. More than likely we'll be okay. I'm keeping an eye on the time, checking what's here. Nothing. So, time to get out. I always try to save an extra 30-40 seconds if it's something that I'm running down to the wire where you have 10 minutes on your spawn. I'm going to want to check to make sure there's no exit campers, Normally I do this a little bit slower. I don't have the time, so just kind of fast walking here, go up to the side here, and start walking over. Now, you can always take the other extract, a lot more risky, but this is pretty much hardly ever camped, because not many actually have this as an extract. So you get out, and you look at your overall value. If you feel like it wasn't good enough, you can try to do it a little bit differently, maybe grab a bigger bag in the beginning, or um, go for the player kill that was up there. Like I said, for this we're looking at more of quick money that you can get with limited to no risk, which in my opinion was the best route. Now, I'm just going to organize my bag a bit. Unfortunately, I didn't clean this out before making the video. It was my bad. I should have. Basically, from here, I'm going to look at the overall value of everything, all included in the total. I'm going to have it sped up from here on so you can see it if you want to see the value of each item. I will not include the keys, simply because that's an RNG thing that I spawned with. I will include the gun because that's one of the least expensive guns you can get. Outside that, everything else is pretty much being included. If you would like to see more videos of this, I plan on doing them, so just keep posted on here. You can subscribe if you'd like. Leave me a like or comment if you have the time. And thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate all the support. Hopefully you guys all have a great rest of your way.